Hello, everybody, and welcome in to Fire Pod with me, a Twin Peaks podcast friendly to the first-time viewer and the rewatcher alike. Today, we are discussing The Return, Part 13. Or 13. I guess there's not two T's, and I said 13. That's not accurate. Return Part 13 today, originally aired on August 6th, 2017, written for the screen by Mark Frost and David Lynch, directed by David Lynch. I'm Colton Robertson. I'm joined by Joseph George. What's up, homie?
Oh, what up, what up? Always a pleasure to be here.
Oh, and it is always a pleasure to have you. And like I said, friendly to the first-time viewer and the rewatcher alike, I'm rewatching it. Joe is watching it for the first time. So nothing after this point will be spoiled if you're watching it, if you're tuning in for the first time. Part 13 is as far as the spoilers go. However, everything that happened before this point in the first two seasons, in Fire Walk with Me, in The Missing Pieces, all of that fair game could come up. It's very, very possible. So if you've just never watched the show and you're like, for some reason, I'm going to check out Part 13 of The Return for Twin Peaks, I doubt any of you are doing that. But just in case, you should watch the show first. But yeah, so how'd you feel overall? Part 13 here.
The wheels are a-turning. We got a lot of Dougie and Mr. C action, where last episode we got the very little, 30 seconds or less of Dougie, and that was it.
The least we had so far for sure, yeah.
This felt like a lot of progress over on that side of things, as well as, all right, we got Big Ed back, and we got James back. I think those were the only returns or new old
James had appeared before. James appeared in the first episode. I don't know that he's popped up since, but he showed up to the bar with that young dude, and hit on a girl from across the bar, like they locked eyes.
That's
and
right.
Shelley said something about James has always been cool, that whole thing. Big Ed, I want to say Ed has appeared once, again at the Double R. I want to say that's the case, but I don't know that I can confirm that for sure. I'd have to check the IMDb. But yeah, no, definitely. If it wasn't the first time they'd been in the show, it was the first time they'd been in it in a very long time.
Yes. And actually some lines from Ed and what's going on, with Ed and Norma. I don't know how to read this business
just the same old shit.
Or,
just the same old shit going on between Ed and Norma. Like, come on, bro. It's been 25 years. You still ain't done shit about this. Come on now, bro. Come on, Ed. It's getting pathetic, Ed. It's getting pathetic, Ed. Well, they were getting there, and then Nadine's ass woke up.
That's true. Yeah. I guess she did wake up at the end, but I thought yeah, it's just a sticky situation. But obviously Nadine, and I don't know, it doesn't seem Nadine is. I mean, she's all work. I've never seen her not in her storefront.
It's unclear what the goings on are there. But if you're ready, we can do a scene by scene breakdown of this episode and pop on in. The subtitle for this episode is "What Story Is That, Charlie?" as spoken by Audrey Horne.
Oh yes, okay, yeah, and I see where the confusion from Audrey is where it comes from. Just not context given for any of this stuff. Just
none of it. And some Twin Peaks, mystical type of stuff going on there too. When that there are versions of people who aren't them, and all that good stuff. It's not exactly a great thing for Audrey to be expressing, but we will begin in Vegas with the Mitchum brothers and their assistants taking Cooper to Bushnell Mullen's office, celebrating and doing a conga line through the office. They come bearing gifts for Mullins. Anthony Sinclair hides from the brothers as he fearfully calls Duncan Todd, who gives him 1 day to kill Jones. Incredible sequence. I love Candy, Mandy, and Sandy, and their whole thing going on whenever she unveils each box, and she's so giddy about every single thing. A pack of Monte Cristos, and your brand new car.
Just laughing in between each one, and just it's weird. But yeah, and Dougie really changed the vibe of the Mitchum brothers. I feel like I don't think they were conga.
They're down to
lining,
ride
you
now.
know,
If you're
everywhere.
in good graces with the Mitchum brothers, they'll treat you right.
Yeah.
They're the homies. But a wrong has been made right, and we want to celebrate. You know, you guys look like you really lived it up last night. Just classic stuff here. I love it. And Dougie, along with the Mitchum brothers, he's like, Mullins goes, you ought to call your wife. Wife?
Yeah.
And the Mitchum brothers love that. They're like, "Oh, Dougie,"
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I think,
funny.
Sandy, Mandy, and Candy were seemingly all over Coop or Dougie. Yeah. It feels like I've always hesitated to call him Dougie because like Dougie's in.
Dougie's gone. Yeah, the
he's
real
in the
Dougie's gone.
or be transformed into golden ball. So yeah, but not quite Coop yet, but Dougie is still wrong,
Yeah,
but
he's halfway there, he's somewhere in between Coop and Dougie. But he's on there. He's on his way. But then we cut to Dougie's house where a delivery man brings a gym set for Sonny Jim and a brand new car to the house as Janie E happily looks on like, holy shit, all right, yeah. And later on, we get a just really Lynch-ass shot of Sonny Jim playing all over his jungle gym, with the spotlight crossing over and him running around and stuff. It's too good. And this version of Dougie, the one who doesn't hardly speak and manages to get everything right, is the ideal husband and father. Apparently, that is so fucking funny. Janie is so happy and so in love. I love you so much. And, Coop Dougie mouths so much.
So much. Yeah. It's like, I guess everything's going right. Seemingly the sex is better. The money is better.
Everything's coming up Dougie. There's nothing, there is literally nothing going Dougie's, that's not going Dougie's way.
A lot of people wanted to kill him, but hey, every opportunity that someone's tried to kill him, things have actually just gotten better for him in the end. It's like, the hit was out on him, but through the hit, got him a new friendship through the Mitchum brothers, and then now, they're just setting him up with everything. And we had Anthony Sinclair almost get there again, but no, it's like I think this is just going to be a continual thread for Dougie. It is just nothing can go wrong, and that's why I'm always afraid. Like I'm always expecting the next turn. Something must, eventually. I don't know. Is he going to have a perfect track record at the end of this? I don't know. Or is it just making me feel too comfortable with Dougie? And because as of right now, I'm pretty comfy with Dougie, even though he's got multiple people wanting to kill him. I don't really feel like he's in much danger, which is crazy in a show.
No,
like this.
you never feel like something's going to happen to Dougie, which is just a bizarre kind of plot armor, And there's also the fact that that's Coop. It's Coop in there. So you can't just kill him while he's Dougie. Like nothing's going to happen to him while he is Dougie and while he is brainless. That would be so anticlimactic for them to just go, and now we're going to kill Dougie Jones.
And Dougie's dead. Yeah. So, who knows? Maybe it's part of the ritual to bring him back. I don't know. Like maybe it is part of the process that does need to happen. But I can't see it right now. I don't. Maybe with the ring now. The ring, I don't know what the ring has become a lot more interesting to me.
The ring, never does it become more clear.
Okay, very.
This and Fire Walk with Me are as explicit as it gets. It's never like, and this is clearly what the ring does. There's never an exposition drop or anything. It's all for us. It's all for us to decide.
Yeah, but this there was just too many things going on this episode to keep track of all. There's Dougie developments going on. Well, I guess Dougie just kind of slam dunked on everyone this episode. He really just kind of, without even knowing it, was scaring Anthony Sinclair out of his pants.
Dude is floating through life. He is just vibing. He wants coffee. He wants pie. Yep. There's nothing else on his mind. Even whenever 3 fucking detectives discover the mystery of the century, which is that this guy, Dougie Jones, is actually a missing FBI agent, and his prints got picked up a couple days ago in South Dakota. Yeah. And he's like, and they're like, what a giant fucking mistake. Yep, we're going to throw this in the garbage, literally, because it's that ridiculous. So funny. Everything coming up Dougie Jones. But we will head to the other Coop, Mr. C, arriving at the farm in western Montana, is what the subtitle says. As Ray and his associates watch him on a security camera, they watch as he pulls up, and they're like, haha, we've got him right where we want him. This is the guy I killed. They're like, well, you didn't do a very good job at it. And he's like, yeah, well, it is what it is. They bring him in, and he says he's there to see Ray. He is told that Renzo is the leader by I can't remember what this gentleman's name is, but for some reason I want to call him Sleepy. It was something like that.
Tell him how it is, Sleep, or whatever the guy that's just given the lore.
He explains the whole thing. He's our leader because no one can defeat him at arm wrestling. Many have tried. No one's even come close. And Mr. C's like, is this fucking kindergarten? Yeah, he's like, what the hell is this?
He's like, wait, what? I mean, I was with him. I'm like, okay. So they're setting him up. They're making him seem that it's just an easy, in if you can beat the student arm. Well, I mean, big dude. I guess not like anything too easy, but like I thought for sure they were, I don't know. It was they were going to do something in between, or like something was going to happen. It was just a major trick. But no, it was just an arm wrestling.
This dude just beats everyone at arm wrestling. And Mr. C's like, I would love to arm wrestle you. Like, there's no doubt in my mind I'm winning this shit. Sleepy explains, if you lose, Renzo's your boss now. And if you win, you're the boss. He's like, I don't want to be the boss. Yeah. If I win, I just want Ray. And they're like, duh, fucking bet. That's even better. Sure.
Okay. Yeah, they're like, whatever. Sure, dude. And I mean, maybe they didn't know he had the strength on him. Like, I think they were all pretty confident Renzo was going to win.
Not a big dude. But Renzo's much larger, there's no doubt about that. But when you're dealing with the forces of nature, like Bob, I don't know that physical strength is ever really in short supply. And after much toying with Renzo, allowing him to get him pinned, very close to pinned, and being like, it really hurts when you have me down here. But it hurts even worse when you have me down here. Yeah. See? And he flips him all the way over. He's like, doesn't that hurt? Center. Starting positions is much more comfortable.
Positions. Yes, bro was... And, I was trying to... I felt like the purpose of this scene, if to pull away from, is like... Coop or Mr. C, we knew he wasn't human before, but I think this kind of just puts his strength on display. Like we already know the dude didn't die, like he came back from death. But I think that this just goes to show that he's truly not just like in a human body. Like this isn't just a human avatar. And then also I think like the whole of down here, this is much more comfortable. Here hurts is kind of just like the White Lodge and Black Lodge are just good, evil, give and take. I feel like it's like the second one you start to lean on one side, it's going to be uncomfortable for one side no matter what. It'll feel a little bit better for, the side that's winning, but the other side will suffer because of it. And then I feel like maybe that's the I don't know, like the reason why the Black Lodge and White Lodge are like the giant seemed like a White Lodge being, but now it's like, I don't know, like, or are they both? Are they just kind of trying to maintain the balance rather than actually fight for one side or the other? But because Coop or Mr. C, though, feels like he's very much so trying to fight for the side of evil, not to balance things out. It seems.
Like the Black Lodge wants to conquer. White Lodge wants to preserve is kind of how I take it. But there's also we've never actually seen any evidence that the White Lodge is real.
That's
the only thing we've ever seen evidence of is the Black Lodge. And there's a decent idea in my opinion that they are not different places. Like it is just the lodge. you know, and there are entities within that nether realm that, you know, try to maintain order or try to ensue chaos, you know, and that's kind of...
Yeah. Or is maybe the White Lodge is just reality, and the more and more the Black Lodge seeps into it, the more it's you know, actually winning. It was in another realm, but not any longer. At least with the boy. At least the boy rose up, you know, but that fire, that spirit that was ever in him, you know, it was in reality or on our plane and living in our plane for a little while, but it did beam up. So like it feels
it did beam up. That's true. That is the
That's
closest
the
evidence we've gotten of something like a White Lodge or heaven equivalent for sure. Mr. C toys with Renzo, gets rocks his shit, breaks his arm, and then punches him in the face, killing him.
Yeah.
Literally puts a dent in his skull from a punch to the nose, and everyone's like, "Oh."
They're like, "Holy."
Yeah. So we really underestimated you here. What do you want us to do with him, boss? As the group's new leader, he is granted his request to be alone with Ray, who he shoots in the leg. And he asks him, you know, a series of questions. He tells him details of his contract from Philip Jeffries to kill Mr. C. He reveals Jeffries sent him after the doppelganger as he has, quote, something inside that they want. Ray takes out the green ring, saying that he was supposed to put it on him after killing him. Ray says a mysterious prison guard gave it to him before he was released. He was instructed to put it on by Mr. C. Meanwhile, Richard Horn joins the group as they watch Ray hand over the coordinates. Looking up on the big screen at Pops.
Yeah. Hey, hello. Does he know it though? That's where...
Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
Because it just happened. Like he was like, this place that they're in looks like the same place that he had that dime trick, or I don't know. Like was it like it seemed like wherever that other dude that's with Shelly now was kind of acting.
Does feel like the same place. Yeah.
And so it feels like this is the operation, or this is the gang, you know, that he's in with. I love the big screen as well. I mean, it's just like a fucking 300-inch.
I love that shot. Like, I love that shot of them all watching it. I'm like, that's just so.
We need some privacy.
And they're in such a Lynch ass room where it's just concrete industrial walls, and like then there's this giant fucking TV built into it. Like that's incredible.
And Mr. C knew, you know, he knew that they weren't truly private there because he was staring down that fucking camera.
Oh, like, yeah, he knew what was going on. He knew the vibes. Ray shares Jeffrey's last known location. He's like, last I heard he was in a place called the Dutchman's, which doesn't exist, and the doppelganger shoots him in the head.
Boom.
Going, I know where it is. So the Dutchman's is not of this realm. Not of this world, if it doesn't exist. But Bob happens to know what the Dutchman's is. I don't know. That's kind of what that insinuates to me.
Dutchman's. Yeah. It was like, all right, yep. You obviously wouldn't know because you're just Ray and an immortal
You're just
being.
A guy, yeah.
But yeah, I know that it is. I don't, you know, my best guess is convenience store. It sounds like it could. I don't know. Is that an old timey name? The Dutchman. You know, like the Flying Dutchman is the only other thing that's you know, the World's a Fun ride. I think is that's where that's coming from. So
the Flying Dutchman, also a character in SpongeBob SquarePants. The Flying Dutchman.
The character. That's a character in SpongeBob?
Yeah, he's the big green ghost guy.
That's his name? Oh, wait.
Yeah,
why did I think it was Davy Jones? Davy Jones'
also,
locker.
I think it's also like he's on the search for Davy Jones' locker, right? Isn't that what he wants?
Yes. Okay. Wow, I didn't know he was called okay. I just have always thought of him as... Wow. Okay, yeah. So yeah, they're going to meet him, actually. That is... It's his house.
Yeah, he's Philip Jeffries is inside of the Dutchman.
But Philip, that is this was the juice here, being like,
Oh
no,
yeah.
Philip Jeffries is the one that
Where
wants you
is
dead.
Philip
Um,
Jeffries?
yeah, set up all the stuff with the warden. I like Philip Jeffries has been plotting against Mr. C.
Oh yeah.
So this is, it feels like if Mr. C has all of, the web that he has built up over 25 years, I feel like Philip Jeffries has even a leg up on him, possibly. I don't know. He's
'Cause
mysterious because I don't
evidence
know.
for us is that Philip Jeffries operates from a future
Yeah.
and not a present. Do you know who this is here?
Mm-hmm.
Like that stuff
Yeah.
hadn't happened to Coop yet when he said that. So I don't know. He looks at the calendar, 1989. What the fuck? Like
Mm-hmm.
dude's beyond all of this for sure. But
Yeah.
I
But
don't
yeah,
know.
I like it feels like that's, that Mr. C is ultimate evil. I'm kind of hoping Philip Jeffries is like this light, fighting for the other side, trying to stop Mr. C, and then Albert just so happens to be just ultimate neutral. That's why
Right.
Bro is just kind of there.
Fundamentally centered.
And
Yeah.
so, but yeah, but Philip Jeff, he's always been mysterious, but I feel like I didn't really give him as big of a role before because of just the slight appearance. I didn't think.
Yeah, I
he'd
mean,
be,
he's only been in anything
yeah.
once, and it was for 2 minutes in a movie. Like
Mhm. Yeah.
it is a
So.
funny character to be as important as he is, but he absolutely is a major part of the return,
Mhm.
as he orchestrates a lot from the background. But
And yeah,
the ring
but
disappears from Ray's finger after he is shot, appearing in the Red Room, clattering on the floor. And Mr. C seemingly watches this happen.
Yeah.
Mike picks it up and places the ring on the pedestal after Ray also appears in the Red Room.
Yeah. Yes. So the original plan put this on Mr. C. After you kill him, we want something that's in there. But does he know that he's not actually gonna die and that he's not actually gonna put the ring on him anyways because he knows all the future and shit? So like, is the plan actually to get Ray there, or to let Mr. C see this happen, or is this actually
I
not
don't
going to Philip
know.
Jeffries'
When it
plan?
comes to Jeffries and giving him credit for a plan like that, like, yeah, I do think that Jeffries is incredibly forward thinking and incredibly smart. But as far as he understands the ring, and as far as we understand the ring, and I have a feeling we understand the ring about as much as anybody does, which is funny, because we don't really understand it. I think that applies to everybody, except for like Mike. I think Mike might be the only character that knows what the fuck this thing does, in any real capacity, or understands it thoroughly. Because this is the idea that, Laura put the ring on before she died, and she went to the lodge.
Yes.
That is, and then she was stuck there. But she wasn't dead in there the way Ray
Ray
is,
was dead. Yeah, true.
which is interesting.
True. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Laura makes it interesting, because at least Ray, the logic that I'm trying to apply to this mystical ring, the most logic I can apply to it, I guess, is that he died, and when the boys, the young boy that we saw his soul rise up, maybe the ring keeps it in your body, or like it seemed that his soul was rather than it didn't go up or down, it went into the ring instead. And the ring kept it trapped in there, and it made the symbol, light up, which I don't remember being on the ring. I feel like, has that symbol always been on the ring? Or did it like just now appear because of the soul, like kind of being...
There's a kind of... I don't think it's as prominent, but I do think it's always been there.
Yeah, because like I feel like I remember it as just a gold band with the jaded kind of stone.
Stone, yeah.
Yeah, and that was it, just like a smooth jade stone. I feel like I don't remember the symbol kind of being there. But it, this was a way to transport, I guess, like if you do die with this ring or you have it on, I guess like you can be poof,
Your soul
into
is
the waiting
trapped.
room. And
Yeah.
because what's the other detective's name that disappeared in Fire Walk with Me? at the trailer park, because didn't
Yeah, I know
he
who you're talking
bend
about.
down and pick up the ring and then
Yes.
poof? So yeah, I feel like this is at least how everyone in universe knows that the ring works, is that it can just
Good old Chet
transport
Desmond.
you.
That's his
Chet,
name,
there
by
it
the
is,
way.
Chet.
Chet
Yes,
Desmond.
Chet
I was
Desmond.
sitting here searching in my
Yeah.
mental Rolodex.
Uh-huh. Like no, yep, okay.
It's like
And
Special Agent.
yes, Operation Blue Rose. It's Albert
Yeah.
and
Chet
Chet Desmond. The one,
that's it.
just kind of just like Philip Jeffries. I guess more screen time with Chet that we get, but still, I mean, bro's just gone and then nothing from him seemingly afterwards. But yeah, it feels like this is I don't know exactly what the soul trap or what goes on. But it feels like it can just teleport you, because Chet was alive. He didn't die to have to be teleported to go in there. So I feel like Laura could be in that sense where she didn't truly die in the real realm, so she didn't really die when she went in there, or something's different with Laura.
Yeah, like maybe she was there before she died. Like maybe she
the bomb.
Like
I don't
Bob
know.
and Leland is killing soulless husk. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to.
Because we had the nuclear event, and seemingly through that, Laura was able to be sent to Earth, and or I don't know if she's coming back or if that's her inciting event. What it truly means. But I do love that the intro. I feel like I noticed it maybe last episode, but I forgot to bring it up. There is like Laura's face appears like through the fog, or like for a little bit in the intro.
Oh yeah,
and I've known that, but there is this little gold or kind of like circle that travels first before Laura's face appears. And it does look kind of just like the gold, just kind of orb just going, and then boom, Laura. I didn't notice the little orb before, but then I'm like, oh my god,
giving us context. Yeah.
Don't know if that's always been there since episode 1, but I'd imagine so.
I'm pretty sure it has, but
yeah. So there's the ring is I feel very, very because I mean, maybe this is just Mike's job. I don't know, soul farming in a way. It felt like at first, but then like it just. I don't know, like to what they do with these bodies, or like what a soul can do in the Black Lodge. I feel like that's more worth it than the body, or
Right.
like I feel like the soul is truly what they're after there. So the fact that it got into the ring,
yeah, I'm like
the
I'm pretty sure
there.
that the ring also, it might trap people in the Black Lodge, but it also seemingly was a pretty major factor in why Bob couldn't inhabit Laura.
That's
true.
Remember. Yes,
like so there's
did have a protective.
That's why I'm like, I don't think it's again going back to that kind of Black Lodge, White Lodge, two different like this artifact, as it were, works for the Black Lodge and against it.
Yes.
Like it doesn't just help Black Lodge entities, because Bob doesn't like the ring. Bob doesn't want her to put on the ring. Bob wants her to leave it off so that he can inhabit her.
Yeah, but then, it's kind of maybe like this is his own doing. He wants to be very secretive about it. Maybe like the ring is like a massive like beacon for the other side. Like if whoever has this on, anyone on the other side can see and do I don't know, protect them or do something, bring them in,
I don't know,
teleport them. So it's like but the ring it's very much, I don't know, much more on the top of my mind now.
It's got juice. It's got the juice, to be sure. But we'll head to Vegas, where the detectives Fusco look over the results of Dougie Jones's fingerprint as an altercation takes place in the next room. The report confirms Dougie is a former FBI agent and just recently escaped from a South Dakota prison. They find this fucking ridiculous, discard the info, making a bet about whether or not one of them will be able to make the crumpled up piece of paper into the trash can. He does win, and he gets $2. Meanwhile, Anthony Sinclair comes in to see the two detectives he's been committing fraud with.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, they're outside. Go ahead. And he walks out there and he's like, hey, so I need poison. What do you got? What do you got for me? And he's like, it's going to cost you $5,000 because you're a pussy and I don't respect you.
And then immediately tells his detective homie, like, yeah, he's going to poison someone, dude. Like, he's not even keeping this,
I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm like, okay, so these dudes are... There's corruption in the police department here in Vegas. It runs deep. Yeah, this guy's cracking. He's gonna poison somebody.
Yeah. Yep. But seemingly they're okay with like they would.
They're absolutely fine with it. That's part of their it's part of their job. It seems like to be like, okay, well, we know Anthony. Somebody's onto our operation. Got to kill him. I get it.
Yeah.
But we push forth with Hutch and Chantal very briefly. Driving as they pass a sign that says Utah, and Chantal points out that Utah is full of Mormons, and they discuss Mormonism for a moment. Can't drink coffee, can't drink alcohol, but apparently they can have like 6 or 10 wives or something like that. You'd think there'd be more of them.
Yeah.
And then she goes, well, maybe it's just the drinks. Like,
yep.
People stop being Mormon because they can't drink coffee or alcohol.
That's it. That it sucks that bad. Just the most nonchalant conversations between these two, or just like they just murdered a dude and they're just on their way back, and they're just
oh
roaming. Yeah, those damn Mormons, they're just bringing it, like it's just road trip conversations, I guess.
Just road trip combo,
another day
good
on
old
the job
stuff, and we move on. Yeah, it happens very quick. It's funny. I love it. Again, Tim Roth and Jennifer Jason Leigh do a great job with each other there, so it just hilarious chemistry that those two have. But we'll head to Janie E taking Coop to work in the new car. Sinclair waits nervously for Dougie and takes him to get coffee. And after taking a sip, Cooper wanders over to observe the shop's pie. And one of the workers I love that everyone just treats Dougie like a little angel. They're like, you want a piece of pie, buddy? Yeah, I'll bring you one. Go sit down, enjoy your coffee. I'll be right over, okay? And as he's taking a look at the pie, Sinclair laces his coffee with the poison he'd gotten. And whenever Dougie returns, he is mesmerized by the dandruff on Sinclair's jacket and begins to touch it and kind of try to brush it off.
Yeah.
And Sinclair interprets this as Dougie being onto him, as kind of a vague threat, as it were. And Sinclair breaks down, leaving with the poisoned coffee, running into the bathroom, pouring it down the urinal and throwing the cup in the trash, where a gentleman already out in a urinal goes, that bad, huh?
Yeah. I don't know. This is a weird... Is it just, like, oh shit, he's onto me, I'm getting nervous? It kind of felt like there was something a little mystical that was going on here. Like this, why was he even infatuated by the dandruff in the beginning? Like why? It seemed that he needed, I don't know, touching him. He was kind of, I don't know.
I don't think you're wrong at all about there being something mystical about it, but I don't think it's anything different than what we've already observed with Dougie, which is that the forces of good swell around this guy. Like they want him to be okay, and therein he's going to be okay. Him not drinking his cup of coffee, it's all the good juju he's, wrapped up in.
Yeah.
Because obviously he's not at all onto him. He's obviously not at all thinking about that there's anything possible that's like, oh, he's trying to kill me. No, there's none of that there. So all of the good fortune, I agree 100% is mystical. I don't think it's just, oh, well, he's got good luck. No, like there's some, again, the fire appearing above the, slot machines and everything. They've made it clear that Dougie Jones isn't lucky. He's got help.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, because he does give the line of like, your coffee. He repeats it back to him, which is kind of like a no, you drink it, or kind of.
Oh, absolutely. Like, and I love that every single time he does that, people have like have their preconceived notions of what the conversation means. So they just go with it. They're like, oh man, my coffee. I don't. Oh, I'm sorry,
like,
Dougie.
You're right,
I'm sorry.
Man. He's like, oh my God, what was I doing? And yeah, so like it feels.
And then he runs out of the bathroom and screams in front of these people all over the place, crying, "I'm so sorry, Dougie. I never wanted to hurt anybody." And nobody acknowledges it. It's extremely funny. And Dougie just sitting there eating the pie, drinking Sinclair's coffee. So goddamn good. I love it. And he's clueless. He doesn't have a fucking clue in the world.
But everyone else thinks that he's so on top of it, that he's so he's actually just so
he's
okay
just
with it.
evolved beyond the need. Like, he's evolved beyond the need to communicate. He's got everything figured out, and everyone sees that in him. You know, like he carries himself with such grace and self-possessed control that everyone's like, you know what, Dougie's got it figured out. He really knows what's going on, doesn't he? It's so fucking funny. But we'll head to the Double R, where Shelley gets a phone call from Becky, who says that Steven has been absent for 2 days, hasn't come home for 2 nights, and she is worried about him. Shelley goes, how about you come on up to the diner, grab a piece of pie, and we'll talk it through, okay? I've got customers, come on up. And I love a great moment between Amanda Seyfried and, I mean, just obviously they're not actually on the phone, so it's just a really good performance from Amanda Seyfried and from Mad Shinomic here. Oh man, that does sound good. Okay, you know, like I'll come on. You know, like it's nice to see Becky kind of lightening, because she has just been drenched in shit this whole fucking series so far.
And I thought we were gonna get this moment later in the episode. We were gonna, you know, whenever Bobby arrived, I thought it was gonna be coincident.
There's a line said by Bobby that recontextualizes the pace of this show astronomically. Which he says, we found some stuff my dad left behind today. That happened episodes ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that all happened today, according to
he does say
Bobby.
Today? Wow.
I'm fairly certain he says we found some stuff my dad left behind today. Now, obviously, we've seen a night pass because the stuff that popped off at the Double R was nighttime. So, I mean, like, I don't know if they're playing with time in the way that they're intercutting scenes in a way that are not actually sequential, or if this is an oversight, or what. But just an interesting note for the pacing of the show that, like, that just happened for him. Now, obviously, for us, it's been weeks.
Yeah, I guess it was in the morning whenever they did find it, or like it was definitely daylight when he threw it on the ground. But no, a night definitely passed, right? Like, for at least I'm trying to like think for Bobby, if a night passed, you know, if that.
Oh yeah, I mean that happened. That preceded him sitting down and meeting with Norma and Becky.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. That is weird. But yeah, I thought there was going to be another little family reunion here. But I guess Shelley and her just left before, or they already had the,
or it hasn't happened yet.
Before.
Yeah, like there's any amount
true.
of, you know, like there's a few possibilities there, but we'll go back to Mullen's office briefly, where Sinclair tearfully confesses his activities with Todd and thanks Dougie for showing him the right path.
Yeah.
Confess. So and he's like, I already did, Dougie. And he's like, yeah.
He's like, you know about the cops too? He's like, holy shit, Dougie John.
Like, don't you know, Dougie? Yeah, it's too good, man. It's so funny. And Mullins looks on Anthony Sinclair with the slightest grace because he did confess, but he will forgive him if he is willing to testify against Duncan Todd.
Yeah. And,
heading to court. Let's go. Yeah. Court drama peaks. Let's get it.
Here we go. Yeah. So that'll be, you know, is Dougie gonna take the stand? And then
It'd
just
be outstanding to
like,
get Dougie on the witness stand, dude.
confession.
That would be so good.
Yeah, just I don't know, or I don't know what he's gonna say, or like what one word he's gonna say, and the whole courtroom's gonna go, or like a revelation through one repeated word or something. But Your Honor, I don't know. Yeah, but no, I can't wait. That was just the one thing in my head. Ever since like, will you do? Will you do?
Do you promise to
Yeah.
tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? So help you God.
Oh my fucking God, he's right. The case
He
solved.
knows.
Yeah, it's like and but yeah, I can't. I'm very, but yeah, Duncan. I guess he asked him, Duncan Todd. Yeah, I'll go against him. But the two cops, you don't know what you're asking there. He's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
He's like, no, that's a little.
Those are dangerous
different
guys. They're dangerous guys.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, it's a good moment. Again, just everything coming up Dougie. But Bobby, we'll go to that scene that we were previously just talking about, goes to the diner and finds Norma being joined by Ed as she does paperwork. And Bobby describes to them that he came across some belongings of his father, and it is, they make a bunch of good, nice, I'm going to go wait for my food I already ordered, nah, join us, it's okay, it's no fun eating alone, and then Norma gets up and goes talk to somebody, and Bobby's like, hey, you want me to get out of here, so you do, and Ed says, nothing happening here. And you're like, what the fuck, dude?
Damn it!
What the fuck? Get it together, dude.
This was a big disappointment. That they're sitting together in the booth at first. So I'm like, yes. I'm like, wait, they're actually still on. And then I was like,
two
God,
good friends,
damn
and it's unclear. Their chemistry is obviously the same. Nothing shifted in that regard. It's just been 25 fucking years, so it's like, come on, dude, get it over.
I thought they were going into the sunset. I don't know, or I thought it was the one true. They had to be, but maybe it's the the Black Lodge seeping through, actually tearing them apart. It's not
keeping them apart. Yeah.
It's not their fault. Yeah. So
no, it's never been their fault. It's never been their fault. But
man,
yeah, come on now, let's figure it out. It's then that Walter Lawford shows up, and Ed and Bobby have to move anyway. And Ed's like, hey, Walter, good to see you. And he's like, oh, yeah, you too. And Walter doesn't even remember Big Ed's name. And you're like, kill this guy with a gun. Yes. He shows up, causing Ed and Bobby to move to another booth, and Walter reports on the franchise progress of the diner. Big ups for Norma here. She's got 5 stores now. Norma's Double R. And, three of her stores have turned a profit, which is pretty huge at this stage. But she, at this flagship location, isn't doing that. She's selling her pies for too cheap, and they cost too much to make. And she disagrees with the franchise store's practices compared to the flagship store. I do everything organically and local and expensive. And they're like, we follow the recipe, but not the way that you want to follow it. And he's like, how about you rename this to Norma's Double R? And she's like, no, this has been the Double R Diner here in Peaks forever. It's fine. And they agree to go out and celebrate the rest of their successes, which goes noticed by Ed. Glancing at each other longingly from across the diner, as they have done for well over 25 years.
And so that sucked. This dude sucks. He's just all about money, nothing else. But Norma, I guess, is kind of seemingly.
Well, it's unclear if Walter is this unclear if Norma's jiving with him as much as he's clearly jiving with her. She's like, we'll go out and celebrate. Sure, we're on for tonight. But I don't know. Doesn't feel like an incredibly intimate sort of thing. It's not like when Shelley got up and ran and hugged and kissed that guy.
True.
It's a different thing. But we'll head to Run Silent, Run Drapes, where Nadine is visited by a Jacoby who spots one of his shovels in the window coming to a halt in his truck. He expresses his admiration for the decoration, and she praises him in his show. And they reflect on their last meeting at a supermarket during a storm. Super funny interaction. you're like, obviously they went inside and fucked.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, they're an item now for sure. I'm
They
confused.
want one another.
There might be questions for Ed and Norma and Walter, but there's zero question for Dr. Amp and Nadine. Yeah,
They got it on. They got it on. Can I call you Dr. Amp? That's
Yeah.
me. That's so funny. So funny.
So,
And those drapes are completely silent.
yeah.
It's so funny. So funny.
Yeah, was this her plan all along? It's just
Is this what she
one
wanted?
day
Yeah.
Dr. Amp will drive by and he's gonna see my display and he won't have.
Well,
any
it's so
choice but
funny to
stop.
like. I don't know. I guess it's super funny to me to like have known him. Like she knows Dr. Jacoby. She's, been treated by Dr. Jacoby.
True. Yeah.
And then like when he becomes this internet personality, Dr. Amp, fall in love with it. Like, I don't know, like instead of just being like, cool, Dr. Amp is my old doctor, Dr. Jacoby. No, she's like, obviously Nadine's never been the stablest one in the bunch.
True.
But super funny to have fallen head over heels for Dr. Amp.
It's like she's meeting him for the first time ever.
Exactly.
It's
Can
like
I call you Dr. Amp? That is me. Like it's so funny. But we're gonna head to the Palmer house. Never fun. Sarah drunkenly watches an old boxing match on repeat.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're not talking a whole match on repeat.
No.
We're talking like 30 seconds of a match on repeat. So she's really not doing well.
Yeah. Kind of, the album skipping, the things repeating, the fan on. I feel like there's something to this, and
she's stuck in a loop. Yeah.
This and she's got more margarita mix or not Bloody Mary mix than she does alcohol. It's 2 parts alcohol for half a part Bloody Mary mix. I feel
right,
or just she's just, and the amount of cigarettes that were on that fucking ashtray, but it doesn't even seem that she's smoking all of it. Like she is truly like unable to control her actions. She is just in this loop, and she's starting a new cigarette and putting it out before it is even done. And I thought we were gonna see the thing or the creature, the whatever is inside of her, or something.
No.
But no, it's just there. I don't know why. I don't know why. I just thought like, is the creature actually like not in her any longer? Like I thought that like, is it Leland, or somehow did it become someone? And Jody. Wait a minute. It's kind of is that Judy? I didn't think of Judy. Well, you don't want to know.
We're not going to talk about Judy at all.
Yeah.
Might could
be. Went from Leland to Jody. Yeah. I don't. So who fucking knows? I guess my brain goes everywhere. But Judy feels a little more right.
That's funny.
It's there though. No. The noise in the kitchen. That's what I feel like it. That was
something's
Judy.
going on in this house. Yeah, there's no doubt. But we will move forward again to another scene with Audrey, near hysterical, demands Charlie tell him what Tina had told him. That was a lot of tease. Charlie telling him what Tina had told him. This is immediately after the previous conversation. They've just moved to a different room.
Yeah.
He instead offers, let's go to the roadhouse. I'll go to the roadhouse with you and we'll look for Billy. And Audrey sits down, breaking down, and Charlie's like, "You're the one who wanted to go. What's wrong?" And she goes, "I don't." She asks where the roadhouse is. She doesn't know where it is, and she breaks down. And Charlie asks if he needs to end her story, and Audrey asks, "What story is that, Charlie? Is that the story of the little girl who lived down the lane?"
Huh? I'm like, huh? What is the, but it seemed like a checkmate of sorts, this is Charlie's, the way, Audrey was like, yeah, are you reneging the contract? And she's like, that is what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. It feels like this is Charlie's kind of, checkmate of sorts. Like, do I need to end the story? I'm like, what? What does that even mean? But no,
What story is that, Charlie? Is that the story of the little girl who lived down the lane?
I mean, okay.
Yeah, Audrey, not mentally.
Yeah.
I'm
clear. Scared. I'm very scared.
Yeah, the unsurety of where the roadhouse is.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie's kind of.
Do you ever feel like that you're not yourself? No,
yeah.
Never. Charlie's like, no. I have never felt that emotion once in my life. I always know who I am. And it's like, damn, dude, you are really not helping. Like, you are saying the exact wrong thing in this situation. But yeah, it's almost like that's the point to drive her into Matt. I don't know. Like, we have a kid out there, you know, no offense, Charlie, but that's you are not the father, you know. This is a Mr. C creation, and I feel like it is a part of his plan to just keep Audrey here for some. I don't like, and I don't know. Maybe it's just that she could actually do some or she is a crucial proponent to actually help. I don't know, you know, and to keep him there. But it feels like as Mr. C seemingly has a puppeteer or some control over Dougie's situation. It might not be going his way. I feel like Audrey's another thing like that, where there's some control over her.
Right.
So, but yeah, Audrey, a lot. I don't know. It seemed that she knew herself.
I mean, she did suffer pretty clear injuries.
Yeah.
You know, like she got blown up. Is there a chance she just has permanent brain damage?
Yeah. In a coma, and bad things happened when she was in a coma.
Yeah, like is there a chance that she was just fundamentally altered by that entire experience, and now she's just not the same person anymore? I don't know, but you know, they're talking about going to the Roadhouse, and we'll head there now, where James Hurley performs "Just You" with a couple of backup singers that are clearly meant to look like Donna and Madeline Ferguson.
Yeah, not a blonde, you know, two dark-haired women, which was interesting. It was Laura and Donna. Whenever we got this back in. Was this season 1 or was it 2?
It was Madeline. It was her cousin. It was not Laura.
Wait, wait, duh. Hello, Laura's dead from the jump.
Yes.
Yeah, duh. But
so it was both. It was two dark-headed girls then too.
Was it? I guess
because
I
Madeline
thought it
had
was
brown
like
hair.
A flashback for some reason, maybe.
There is a flashback that features Laura and James, but it is not when they sing.
It's not them singing this. Okay, so that was Madeline. Okay.
Yeah, This is the song that they make on the living room floor.
Yes, with the tiny ass microphone stand with them kneeling in. Dude, I mean, is this really him? Did they just play the same recording that they got already, or is this him actually performing it again?
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't
reach,
tell you for sure.
I mean, if he can reach that note now at this age, I mean, damn. But
it's impressive.
I can't. You know, is it not good? Like, it's not like. Is it?
Oh, yeah, it's not good.
Like, but it is made up to seem that it's like that it is. I feel like
no, and I don't want to say it's not good, you know, like because it's a fine song. It's got good production behind it, and I don't. It's not well written.
Yeah,
you know, like it's very, very middle school lyrics.
But I
just
mean,
you and I together forever. We could walk together forever.
But
and then the singing itself.
I mean, the fuck, like, yeah, it's that. It's the tone.
There's a version of it. There's a version of the song that could be good.
Yeah.
And I think this is the best version we've heard of it. You know, and the actual, you know, again, the production behind it is really good. Whenever it would come on, like without lyrics, I really enjoy it. That I like that a lot.
But it's like, you can't
James
quite take
James
it seriously. You know, I don't know. It's like it's.
And what sucks too is that, like, if I just heard this song, I don't think I would have an issue with it. I think it's just that I found James so annoying that it's like,
And then it's like that's
And I
the
like
voice
James.
that comes out of that man.
I know. I like
and-
James. He's fine. He's a fine character. He is what he is. They clearly lose sight of what to do with him in season 2, and then it all just falls apart for him. But I don't know. Like, I think part of the reason that I don't love it is James's melodrama and being like, I don't know. I think it's a combination of character and performance, and it just lends itself to being just kind of like okay, yeah,
Hey.
because again, I don't think it's bad, but it's definitely not great.
I mean, one girl falls in love with him. She cries. I mean, she's
Renee,
brought
yes,
to tears.
Yes, she was at the table with Shelley in episode 1. Whenever they're like, James was looking like staring her down in episode 1, and she's like, "Oh, I think he might be into me," da, 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 and then that's how that conversation starts. But
damn. But
yeah, and after the Roadhouse, we will head to Big Ed's gas farm where he sits alone, drinking from Double R to Go's soup cup. His business is cash only. It's nobody's stopping by. Have a feeling Big Ed's gas farm isn't thriving in the modern age.
So sad, yeah. And bro just lights like a napkin on fire or something, like, and then just is like, all right, that back to the soup, back to sitting here. That's all I do. And I'm like, oh man.
Credits roll. Yep.
Oh, Ed, why'd they have to do that? Why have to do Ed like that? I don't know. This I thought it was gonna be the one sunshine and rainbows, thing I was expecting from the show was Norma and Ed. I thought it was gonna be like,
yeah, you'd think
look at
that.
them
You'd
two.
like that, wouldn't you? Yeah, no, they
yeah, it's just
not great. Not great for Ed and Norma. Also not entirely bad for Ed and Norma though either. Like they still obviously spend time together, and they're still like
true.
I don't know, very unclear what's going on there, but yeah, that concludes the episode of Twin Peaks.
Yeah, 13. Goddamn. Yeah, just not
13. We've only got 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. We've only got 5 episodes left.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Which is pretty wild.
Yes, it's like it's getting things have to happen. Like and I don't know when, it could still be a little slow burn until the finale or penultimate, but like I feel like there's gonna be stuff that's just going down soon, and it's such a weird pace of a show. It's like so much is happening, it feels like, but also not really. At like
nothing's occurring at all. Yeah. It's strange, and you said every episode kind of feels like this, where it's like we did so much, but it's like what did we do?
Yeah. An arm wrestling match and
arm wrestling
and Dougie
match.
went to work and had a coffee.
Yep.
And a cherry pie. And yeah, almost murdered, I guess, but yeah, not actually much went down. Ray, I guess, dead, but teleported to the waiting room or Black Lodge, and I don't, but so yeah, that's and Philip. I got my eye more on Philip Jeffries, now, and what his plan truly is, or what's going on there. But yeah, I'm yeah, and Bobby, I don't know the timeline. I feel like when are these dates coming up? It was, I think Truman said 2 days from now, but if they just found that today, it's still 2 days from now. I thought it would have been
exactly.
tomorrow, but
I thought it was tomorrow. Yeah. It's and it could be. It still could be. I don't know if maybe I did make that. I could have swore he said today. But yeah, it's another big one, and we've got nothing but big ones coming up. Here soon. These next 5 episodes, we really do it up. I'll tell you that much. But we will be back next week with part 14. We will we've got plans for what we could do after the conclusion of part 18, which is maybe a live commentary of Firewalk with Me, kind of revisiting that in the wake of the return. We're considering revisiting the international pilot episode, that version of the show, or the version of the pilot that's cut into an hour and a half or hour and 45 minutes, and features clips from episode 3 and kind of if the show never made it off the ground, that is what all it would have been. And I think that's an interesting concept to take a look at. So we could have more episodes than just 5 left as far as Fire Pod with Me is concerned, but all we're guaranteeing right now are those next 5. And we'll see from there. We've also got a movie podcast, The Cinementalists. That's CINEMENTALISTS. We've got a lot of good stuff coming up. On New Year's Eve, we are going to be covering one of our favorite movies from 2025. And you'll find out what that is on New Year's Eve. All right, that's the deal. You go check it out on New Year's Eve. We'll have decided because we will have recorded on it. And then that'll be that. So you got to check that out. It could be Frankenstein, could be One Battle After Another, could be I don't know, Wake Up Dead Man, could be Marty Supreme. I don't know. True. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be there. It's going to be there on New Year's Eve. Let's see. January on The Sentimentalist is going to bring us a little bit of a hopeless romantics month. I want to cover Titanic on my birthday, January 10th. I'll be turning 26, so we're going to celebrate Colton Day with Titanic. We're going to base the whole month around that hopeless romanticism, and I'm nailing down the movies right now. I'm thinking Past Lives going to be in the mix. In the Mood for Love, going to get a little bit going there. Lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff in January on The Sentimentalist. CINEMENTALISTS. Yeah, whatever. Keep up with me. Let's see. Also got Geek with Me. We just did a live commentary of Star Wars The Force Awakens to celebrate its 10th birthday. If you're a Star Wars fan, you got to check that out. If you're a sequel trilogy fan, you definitely need to check that out because we love that movie, and we actually do love the sequels, unlike a lot of really loud, obnoxious internet personalities. Yeah, so that's what we've got going on. Again, we'll be back next week with part 14. Cannot wait. But with that, I think we can conclude this episode of Fire Pod with me. I was Colton Robertson. I was joined by Joseph George. Thank you very much, homie.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here, homie.
Oh, and it's always a pleasure to have you. And remember, fix your hearts or die.